Here we go. There we go. It's been a while since I've done this, so this should be fun. So this is the brand new Operator 211 Operator game. So let me flip over to that now. There we go. Oh yeah, wrong city dumpster. For some reason, yeah, because of good old preventative antivirus stuff like that, it throws off the where my location is. So, right, so we're gonna go to this is the brand new 112 Operator game. I played 911 Operator before. It came out like about a year or so ago. This is basically your dispatcher dispatching fire, EMS, police to various calls around the area. The cool thing about this game is that you can actually have your own city. You can say I could find my city, and I could, but you had to really search for it. So I'm going to go in a free game. As you see, I already searched for Torrington already, so I'm going to click on Torrington. Apparently I had to unlock further duties to learn it, but I wouldn't mind. I know I played this game before. I do play it at a very high level, the highest level you can turn it up to for this, and so like that. One thing I did notice that you look at this first, and the way that you see the green up here, it's really weird. It's coming up as 1-2 with a blank name here. So it's kind of weird like that. So I kind of had to search around and figure it out. I actually pulled Google Map to find using the water ways and stuff, and I found out, and I finally realized that this shape right here is actually Torrington. So I'm going to click both of those parts here and get Torrington. Now it does say I have another 3 more points available to spend if I want to go out into go to Goshen. I'm assuming this is Winstead. This is New Hartford, Harwington. Harwington. I don't sure. This is all. Technically, this is all Litchfield too. So this is Litchfield. This is. Oh, this has to be Northfield. Yeah, this is all Northfield, I would assume. So I can include Northfield if I wanted to, and Harwington, and New Hartford. I'm not sure if I want to include those or not. Let's put this in here. Ah! Starting April, that's fine. There's also, I'm sure there's gonna be add-ons. Like the game 911 Operator had a lot of add-ons that people could actually add into the game, because they didn't have like school shooter, you didn't have severe motor vehicle accident, there wasn't a mass factory fire. None of those were in the original game that people could add in and code and put into the game afterwards. So I'm sure you'll be able to do that later on. I can see chat, so I can see that right there in case anybody wants to ask questions or anything about the game. I can answer them. Hold on, I'm going to break the game for a second. There we go. Alright. Spend more career points. Alright, well, you know what? I will add, so this is 1. These are each 1. That's 2. And this is 1. I kind of just want to stick with just Torrington. No, it's making me spend more points. Okay, so I can't just do Torrington only. Alright, so let's do... What do you think, bud? What do you think I should add on to this? I mean... for this game. Should I add in Litchfield and Harwington? Or should I do New Hartford and Granby? I'm not going to add Goshen, because I don't know Goshen very well. I know the rest of these better than I know Goshen. I also like how you actually have the medic area, because LCD, which is our Litchfield County Dispatch, does dispatch the medic from this area over here. So I think that's kind of cool how this is kind of included included, like the bordering towns, kind of mutual aid towns, I guess you could say. So I find that's kind of interesting how that's going to do Litchfield. Okay, so that would be Litchfield, Northfield. Is that other area part of Litchfield, I would think? Hold on. Oh, I gotta switch over to... Technically, no. That's actually... Looking at the map and everything, apparently that is... Okay, so actually Litchfield extends down in here. I don't actually pull it back up. Apparently Litchfield extends down here, because this is actually Morris. Yeah, because this right here is... So this is Bantam Lake right here. So this is actually to the north of here. So Litchfield kind of cuts across this way. But I don't have enough career points apparently because I'm out. But I can add Northfield, part of Harrington, because this extend right here is actually part of Harrington. This is Litchfield. It actually extends up past where it should, right? Yeah, because this is Goshen up this section of here. This is Litchfield. Litchfield technically extends down here. And this part is Northfield, and it goes all the way down into... Yeah, so the cutoff is right. The cutoff down here is, it's more of a straight line here, before it gets to Thomaston, because this is Thomaston. And this is Harrington. So this is technically Northfield. This whole area is going to be Northfield. This whole area is going to be Litchfield, but does include part of Goshen as well. Because Goshen's actually right... Let's see. Goshen's technically right about here. Right about there. Actually closer here, right here. So Goshen's actually right along this line right here. Bring that back off. Yeah. I mean, Litchfield County, this isn't over here. Like, this is Farmington, Burlington, Bristol. This is not Litchfield. Litchfield pretty much is all of this across the here, going all the way up to the border. This is all Litchfield. It actually extends down further down in here, I believe, too. So this whole thing is all Litchfield County. And it does extend up in here into New York, because they do dispatch a medic from New York sometimes. But yeah, okay, so we got Torrington, Litchfield, and Northfield. So we'll do that. Region-specific heat wave, tornado, earthquake, and blizzard. I got those turned on, so we'll go with that. No, not right now, because I only have a limited amount of points, because Torrington alone was 3 points alone. And since Thomaston, Winstead's 2 points, Thomaston is down here, way down here, so I would have to do the Route 8 corridor to do that, and that's 2, and that's 2. So no, I wouldn't have enough points to do Thomaston and Winstead, but I do have enough points to do pretty much Litchfield, town of Litchfield, in Litchfield County. I have enough points to do that. So I'll add those in there, because I do know those areas a little better than I do, especially these two. So we'll start here. Incidents and fights. Failed incidents, penalty of 3-time penalty. Insane. Penalty for overtime. 40% more incidents and fights. Failed incident penalty times 4. Okay. Because we're learning the game and I'm streaming, I'm going to do normal just for now, just to get used to it. And I'm not hearing anything. Oh, that's because I don't have my headphones plugged in. That would be why. I still have it on speaker. Hold on a second. I gotta turn on headphones. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna start with normal. This also will be available on VOT, I believe, so we'll see. Starting map generation. I don't know if the cheat codes are the same, because I could actually use cheat codes before. So, we'll see about that. Also, the dispatcher sound effect in the background was kind of bad in the 911 operator game. It was just the same repetitive, like, 7 or 8 different things. So I usually would put LCD and Torrington Dispatch in the background just to have it in the background as sound. Yeah, where are you? What happened? When did it happen? Is it still going on? Who's involved in the accident? Possibly, does someone have any weapons, if that's the case? Yeah, if you see assistant dispatchers, don't go near it. Just make a note of it. Call, and call it in. There's no police security in the area, because you don't want to touch it. You don't know what is in there. Okay, for us, since we live in the United States, it's actually 911, not 112. 112, I believe, is in Europe. That's a cool triangle. Yeah, these are all pretty good. These are all pretty good tips. They're pretty accurate with their tips on this kind of games. Highlight maneuver. For those who don't know, following along, my name is, I go by Saberwolf. I'm actually I'm also long with being a gamer for many, many years. I'm also a fire police officer for the for Litchfield County, Torrington area. Basically, we get called in to replace police officers for traffic incidents like that. So it's taking a long time for it to load. It's taking a long time to generate this. 7 of 210? Okay, so this is going to take a while, guys. I'll probably edit this out when I re-upload a shorter video of this, everybody. And then I will, I'll cut this part out and we'll do it again later. How's the quality, by the way? Because I have a very old computer. The bitrate looks good. I'm not dropping any frames. I'm sending it at a lower quality at 480, not when it's 720. So I'm just wondering how it looks. Yeah, don't be afraid to call 911 or 112 if you're in that. If you're in Europe. Yeah, don't be afraid to use it. I mean, don't obviously... I mean, if you call it and it's not an emergency in the end, they're not going to fault you for it. But if you're just calling the crank call it, then obviously, you might get in trouble for that. I know one kid, it was like I think it was a 6 or 7-year-old that called, and they had fire and everything respond to the school because they said they saw smoke or fire coming from the school. And they traced the call back to a house that wasn't even close to the school. And the sergeant... the supervisor that was on for police in District 1, which is our fire captain for that area that was on duty, both went to the house and had a very stern talking to that kid. So, yeah, the dispatch in this game sounds a lot better than the other one did. That's for sure. Thank you. Yeah, don't call unnecessary. I already mentioned that. DRS ABCD action plan. Oh, okay. See, some of this is European for like emergency overview stuff. So I don't know what ABCD DRS. Like that's not how we get. told. So breathing, chest, airy breathing, chest pulse. Okay. Monday, October 8th. So this was recorded a while ago. Yeah, usually emergency button. And a lot of places now, if you never called 911 before, guys, wow, this is gonna take forever. So I'm just gonna chat then. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit for everybody here. So, a lot of people's cell phones nowadays, if you ever call 911, they'll actually lock your phone. So you ever call on your cell phone or anything, and you even have an emergency down here at the bottom. If you ever do that, they will actually lock your phone up, so you cannot hang up your phone with a 911 dispatcher or anything. It will lock you in until they actually physically release the call. Some places actually do that. Litchfield County is actually one of those places that do lock your phone up when you do make an emergency call on these things, and it will not release the call until they physically release the call on you. So that's something to note for that. Okay, for seizures, I've never seen somebody put their leg underneath somebody's head like that. They always tell you to like clear off things away from the person, because if they're seizuring, they have involuntary movement of their limbs and legs. They could damage themselves even more so. Particularly, most seizure cases you'll see usually have them biting their tongue, so you see a lot of blood coming out. My daughter one time did bite her tongue when she fell on a playground, and if you ever see a bite on a tongue like this, they bleed profusely, and it's a lot. You'll see a lot of blood coming out of their mouth. So the best you could do is try to move everything away from them. I've never seen this move before with a leg underneath the person's head, but never heard of doing that. But you just try to make them as comfortable possible until it subsides. After you call emergency, obviously. If the seizure ends before they're still open and breathing and everything, you can try to help stop the bleed and like that in their mouth and stuff like that. So, yeah, earthquake, just get underneath the table. Yeah, there he goes. Everybody knows that one. Fire alarm, everybody's favorite that people show up to, and 90% of the time it's usually cooking. Yep, get down. Don't open any windows unless you're trying to escape out the window, because more air means fire can spread faster, unless we were ventilating, because that's different. Fire extinguisher use. First aid fainting. Yeah, a lot of if you ever go to like parades and stuff and you see somebody fainting at a parade, some of it is heat exhaustion, but a lot of it's actually them locking their knees and preventing the blood flow from going through their legs. That's why you're always taught, if you're staying at attention, don't lock your knees completely, because you will faint. So if you ever see those videos of soldiers fainting, that's why that happens. Yeah, gas leak. Do not activate any electrical gas leaks. I don't know. Because there's a heart attack. Yep. Chest pain, shortness of breath, cold sweating, nausea, lightheadedness, unusual fatigue, feeling of doom. I mean, some of that's personal, but I mean, visually you see like their face, slight drooping on their face, discoloration of face, stuff like that. This is going to take forever to download, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the stream, and I'll come back when it's fully up and fully downloaded, because this is going to take forever, guys. So I am going to stop the stream for now, and I'll come back up in a little bit when this is completely downloaded, alright? So I'll see you guys in a little bit.